Hi, my name is Annie Curtis.
And my name is Emily Juleson.
And we are both co-founders of an exciting new company.
And we have both applied early decision to the Wharton School of Business at the University of Pennsylvania.
The following presentation has been modified specifically for the UPenn admissions.
And we ask that any information contained herein is kept confidential.
The structure of this particular presentation follows the investor deck guidelines of Sequoia Capital, a leading Silicon Valley venture capital firm.
We have also created investor decks specifically tailored for 5 other venture firms.
Our hope is to develop these presentations further over the next 4 years
at the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton School of Business.
So let's get started.
We've created MyClouds to provide comfortable, secure, and high-quality custom-fit ear gear to everyone at an affordable price.
Most people do not know that the shapes of their ears are more unique than their fingerprints. In fact, the shape of your left ear is often different than your right.
And this is why users of one-size-fits-all earbuds often complain that one side is too tight and causes discomfort, but the other is too loose and constantly falls out.
You may feel caught on the buy and try treadmill, but there is a solution.
And that is MyClouds custom-fit earpieces.
Not only can MyClouds provide you comfortable, secure-fitting earpieces,
but we also store your ear geometries in 3-dimensional point cloud form. This enables you to replicate your perfect fit each and every time you purchase ear gear. We call this Ears on File.
These files can be accessed by you, the customer, 24/7 and sent to any custom-fit manufacturer of your choice, all with the click of a mouse. The potential users of custom-fit ear gear exceed the American population by more than 260 million.
So who might want custom-fit ear gear?
Approximately 30,000 U.S. auto racers need to hear track officials.
And we're not counting the fans who would love custom-fit hearing protection.
122,000 aviation employees require crystal clear communication.
That doesn't include the 500,000 recreational pilots in the U.S.
287,000 entertainment industry employees would love custom-fit comfort.
Okay, quiet on the set, everyone.
576,000 firefighters need to be able to hear the words, "Get out now."
I'm sure some of the 800,000 volunteer firefighters would appreciate that too.
2.1 million musicians need to protect their hearing.
Did you know that high school band rooms, if tested, would not pass OSHA or NIOSH standards for workplace hearing safety?
2.25 million military need to communicate in the field.
Scientists estimate over 50% of our troops live with permanent hearing loss.
2.5 million law enforcement officers live by their radio.
They need to hear "armed and dangerous" without Mr. Armed and Dangerous being alerted.
2.9 million call center employees are on the phone 40 hours per week.
And how many more millions work all day on the phone and are not categorized as call center employees?
4.3 million NRA members, not to mention millions of non-members, need hearing protection.
Gunfire is one of the most dangerous forms of noise ever experienced by anyone.
4.5 million professional drivers spend their working lives on the road and on the phone.
And you're not counting the millions of traveling salespeople either.
5.3 million motorcyclists are losing their hearing without protection.
Hearing loss due to wind noise is a huge but silent epidemic.
Noise-induced hearing loss is the #1 work-related illness in America, according to the CDC, OSHA, and NIOSH.
And untold millions are subject to those same noises in their garage workshop, while mowing their lawn, or even blow-drying their hair.
60 million gamers spend countless hours playing with friends online.
This is a market segment that has nowhere to go but up.
159 million iPod users hate their earbuds.
Yes, but I never knew how much I hated them until I wore custom fit.
303 million cell phone users don't know what a perfect fitting earbud feels like.
Yep, there was a day when wooden shoes were all the rage too.
Not calculated into the total are the 77 million potential users abiding by the hands-free laws throughout the country. We based our worldwide TAM on cell phone users alone. This is obviously quite conservative.
Using the aforementioned U.S. use cases, we initially established SAM at 576 million.
Should 2.5% become custom fit customers, SAM becomes 14.4 million.
With Clouds winning 20% of SAM, we calculate SOM at 2.8 million.
If we spread those sales across 4 years at an average retail price of $49,
that suggests gross revenue of over $140 million.
And with a profit of $13 per unit,
that results in gross profit of just over $37 million.
The time to act is now.
Though custom ear shells have been around for a while, it wasn't until the invention of portable music and communications that a need began to take shape.
And it wasn't until the 3D printing processes were perfected by the hearing aid industry in 2005 that anyone could accurately envision a scalable manufacturing approach to meet this rising need.
At about this time, my family began building the necessary infrastructure to deliver custom-fit earpieces to the world.
Earlier this year, we filed patents on the world's first optical ear scanner. If all goes according to plan, we should begin to see our self-serve scanning kiosks start to appear in the U.S. retail locations sometime in 2012.
Harvard professor Clayton Christensen's groundbreaking book, The Innovator's Dilemma, gave name to two specific phenomena that give rise to wholesale, dramatic changes in the marketplace.
He coined them disruptive technology and disruptive innovation.
The advent of capable 3D printing provided the first great disruption, while our scanner is set to provide the second.
Possibly of even greater value is the innovation we bring to the industry.
Someone had to deliver custom-centered cohesion to the industry and allow customers to shop multiple manufacturers with a single impression.
We believe our company embodies the full definition of both disruptive technology and innovation.
And there is a massive market awaiting us.
Investors ask, and rightly so, why hasn't this been done before?
Short answer, the custom fit industry is dominated by hearing aid manufacturers producing medical devices for an entirely different user group.
And their method of collecting ears is through a medical network.
It's an expensive process.
An even shorter answer, ear impressions often cost more than some of our finished products.
The system, as it stands today, is incapable of transitioning to low-priced, low-margin consumer products.
But even if they could not be willing to share ear dimensions with their competitors.
We are willing to share. Our infrastructure allows customers to take a single ear impression and shop multiple product lines and use cases, all from the comfort of their own home computer.
90% of the hearing aid industry is controlled by the Big Seven.
Most of the labs listed here exist primarily to provide services to the Big Seven,
while a few others have ventured into serving niche markets such as musicians, broadcasters, and motorsports.
At this time, none of the companies listed here are willing to share ear files with one another.
In contrast, our company exists to do exactly that.
We are willing to do what they are not. Most specifically, we built our company for the very purpose of sharing ear files to the entire industry.
We can do what they cannot. The biggest hurdle this industry has always faced is the impression process. Though we have not solved the high-resolution, deep impression problems of the medical industry as of yet, we have more than solved the lower-resolution, shallow impression puzzle germane to the vast consumer market.
Here is an example of the kiosk our company intends to develop and place in stores by the end of 2012.
Our company was specifically founded on the blue ocean strategy.
But in order to find truly uncharted market space in today's competitive environment, you have to be willing to jump forward into the future, forego current revenues, and build the infrastructure that no one else is willing to build.
If you build it, they will come.
Okay, so what do we sell, to whom, and how?
We have 4 primary product categories, each with its own subcategories.
Our first product is a simple adapter. We have them to fit most off-the-shelf electronic products.
Adapters simply snap on and replace the small, medium, or large round adapters that came with your music earbuds or Bluetooth headset.
Our second product is an empty shell. We sell these to other custom-fit manufacturers who build more sophisticated communication earpieces.
That's right. Our shell arrives just like other stock parts such as wires, speakers, and microphones. The manufacturer then builds the finished product and sends it to the customer.
Our third product category is hearing protection. Depending on the type of hearing protection required, we may manufacture it or we may contract with other manufacturers.
Yes, our basic rule of thumb, at this time anyways, is to contract out anything that requires integrated electronics.
And finally, our fourth product is the digital information itself. Some companies have the ability to manufacture from the digital file.
In cases like these, we simply send a customer's ear file via the internet to be digitally manufactured into whatever product was ordered.
Our business model is simple in theory, but will take some time to develop.
Yes, it will. Though we have the systems largely in place to roll out these offerings through multiple channels, it takes time to forge these relationships and, ultimately, to secure contracts.
Not only that, but we are relatively inexperienced in these areas. It's for these reasons, among others, that we both desire to attend Wharton.
We'll let the video run in the background for a bit while we turn our attention to some of the specific reasons we both feel like Wharton is the place for us.
Okay, so here's what we see.
We desire to build a world-class business, and that's going to require world-class instruction and help.
We have spent a ton of time and energy building this business, but it still requires so much more.
At every level, we need to revisit the assumptions, projections, strategies, technologies, and people that form the foundations of this company.
We also need to develop our team. We need competent advisors, board members, and executives to help.
It has become very clear to us that we must surround ourselves with capable people.
And when it comes to turning out capable business leaders, Wharton appears to have set the highest standard.
So it's for these reasons that both Emily and I yearn and hunger to come to Philadelphia.
Yes, for those reasons for sure. And we both love Philly cheesesteak sandwiches.
Thank you for taking the time to view our little presentation.
Yes, thank you.
And goodbye.
No, not goodbye, Annie. You're supposed to say see you soon.
Oh, yeah. See you soon.